we are going to discuss about ulna. Ulna is the medial bone of forearm. Their forearm consists of two bones. On the lateral aspect, radius. This is radius. On the medial aspect, you have ulna. Ulna is the medial bone of forearm. That is on the little finger side. On the little finger side, you have your ulna. Like this. So now we are going to discuss about the site determination points of ulna. Ulna has two processes. This on the top of it you have olecranon process. The crow beak shape process is coronoid process. Olecranon process and coronoid process. On the lower end you have head. This is known as head of ulna. This is styloid process of ulna. Ulna is a foolish bone cause it has head on its lower aspect. So this is head of ulna. This is styloid process. So the point for site determination are your two process in the trochlear notch should face medially. This is the sharpest border known as lateral border should be on the lateral aspect, and the styloid process should be on the posteromedial aspect. Like this it should be. Now we discuss more about the upper end. Upper end features are two process and two notch. It has two process and two notch. The superior surface has olecranon process. This is olecranon process, and this crow beak shape process is coronoid process. Olecranon process, coronoid process. In between the two processes you have trochlear notch. This is trochlear notch, olecranon process, coronoid process, trochlear notch. This notch is known as radial notch of ulna. This notch is known as radial notch of ulna. This is radial notch of ulna. Your olecranon process has 5 surface: superior surface, anterior surface, posterior surface, lateral surface and medial surface. The superior surface gives attachment to triceps brachii muscle. This surface gives attachment to triceps brachii muscle. Also, this olecranon process articulates with olecranon fossa of humerus to form elbow joint. Already we discussed about the cubital articulation of elbow joint. This olecranon fossa of humerus articulates with olecranon process of ulna to form elbow joint. So on upward extension, while doing extension, your coronoid process take rest in this coronoid fossa, and the trochlea articulates in the trochlear notch of ulna. So on extension, it will be the coronoid process will be resting on the coronoid fossa of humerus. So this is trochlear notch for trochlea of humerus. Coronoid process articulates with coronoid fossa of humerus, and olecranon process articulates with olecranon fossa of humerus to form elbow joint. On the lateral aspect of coronoid process, this is coronoid process, this is lateral aspect of it. On the lateral aspect, you can able to find a notch. This notch is known as radial notch of ulna, which gives articulation to the head of radius to form superior radio-ulnar joint. This is radius, this is ulna. So on the superior aspect, it is going to articulate to form superior radio-ulnar joint. So this is radial notch of ulna for head of radius. This is head of radius for head of radius. On the anterior aspect of coronoid process, you can able to appreciate a U-shaped impression. This is known as ulnar tuberosity. It is present in the bone named as ulna. So this tuberosity is known as ulnar tuberosity. U-shaped impression, ulnar tuberosity. On the lateral aspect, radial notch of ulna. On the anterior aspect, ulnar tuberosity. Now we are moving to shaft. Shaft has again 3 borders and 3 surfaces. The sharpest border is lateral border, anterior border and posterior border. Sharpest border is lateral border, otherwise known as interosseous border. Between the two bones, so interosseous border. Lateral border, anterior border and posterior border. Again 3 surface: anterior surface, posterior surface and medial surface. Anterior surface, posterior surface and medial surface. Lateral border, anterior border and posterior border. 3 borders, 3 surfaces. The sharpest among them is lateral border, also known as interosseous border. Lower end of ulna is very simple. It only has 2 structures. This is head of ulna. Near to that you have a process known as styloid process. This process is known as styloid process. We can able to palpate the styloid process on your forearm on your wrist region. This is known as styloid process. Ulna does not take part in wrist joint. Ulna only takes part in elbow joint. Since it has a small head, it does not able to take part in wrist joint. This is styloid process, head of ulna. Between the two, you have a small dip, which is for extensor carpi ulnaris tendon. Extensor carpi ulnaris tendon. This dip is for extensor carpi ulnaris tendon. So lower end has only three features: head of ulna, styloid process, extensor carpi ulnaris tendon dip. Now we will discuss about the attachment. The olecranon process and the coronoid process articulates with olecranon fossa and coronoid fossa of humerus to form elbow joint. Your ulnar tuberosity gives attachment to brachialis muscle. Brachialis muscle get attached to the ulnar tuberosity. Radial notch articulates with head of radius to form superior radio-ulnar joint. On the lower end, head of ulna articulates with ulnar notch of radius. The radius as a notch known as ulnar notch of radius to form inferior radio-ulnar joint. This is styloid process. So this dip is for extensor carpi ulnaris tendon. That's all about ulna.